Our calls for the impeachment of William Ruto are gaining momentum following a series of controversial public outbursts by the head of state. Civil society groups and sections of the opposition have condemned the remarks as unpresidential, degrading and bordering on hate speech, arguing that they amount to sufficient grounds for Ruto's removal from office by Parliament. And TV's David Mudhoka reports on the president's escalating verbal attacks and what they could mean as the country edges closer to the 2027 general election.
Na nyinyi ndio mlianza hiyo debate, mbona mnalia? Mbona mnapiga kelele? Ama namna gani? Si walianzisha hiyo maneno?
The public spat between President Ruto and the opposition shows little sign of easing, with both sides hardening their rhetoric.
Akae chini, asikae chini. Afinywe, asifinywe.
Despite earlier backlash, the political camps have resumed their exchanges, trading barbs openly and without restraint.
Nyinyi ambao mnasema vile nimekonda, enda mjiangalie kwa kioo. Si mnaona vile hao watu wamekaa? Si tumbo karibu inapasuka? Kichwa imevura sijui kiasi gani?
Mimi nitaka wewe ukasirike. You lose your temper. You lose your cool. You stop being presidential. Sasa Kasongo amekuja bahari nilikuwa nataka yeye.
Tuntukanwa. Huyu si presidential. Nyinyi mnaotukana kila siku, nyinyi ndio presidential.
Mimi nimeambia bosi wangu sasa atulize pole. Awachane hawa watu ni watu wadogo. Awachie fireman.
Na tumejua sasa dawa ya Kasongo ni kumtangaza. Amefura analia. Anasema Rigijia atanimaliza.
These outbursts have now raised questions over the adherence to the Leadership and Integrity Act, as well as the Public Officers Ethics Act, especially by the head of state. Section 91B of the General Code of Conduct and Ethics, as well as Article 11B of the Leadership and Integrity Act, both state, and I quote, "A public officer shall treat the public and his fellow public officers with courtesy and respect." Meanwhile, Article 34(1) of the Leadership and Integrity Act states, and I quote, "A state officer shall not bully any person." Article 34(2) adds, and I quote, "Bullying includes repeated offensive behavior which is vindictive, cruel, malicious, or humiliating and is intended to undermine a person."
Ujaniona nikienda kutafuta chakula kwa bibi yako ama kwa watu wako. Mimi nakula ndizi kule Kisii kwetu.
Hata kama ni ndizi mnakula, punguza portion ikuwe kidogo. Vile sisi wengine tunavyofanya. Ama namna gani?
It is against this legal backdrop that sections of the opposition are now pushing for President Ruto's impeachment.
We have not taken an oath like the president. Gachaga has not taken an oath, but the president has taken an oath to defend and protect the Constitution. So his utterances constitute an abomination, and the only way the president can be called to order is by impeachment or a sanction by way of a resolution in Parliament.
More than 20 civil society organizations have also rebuked the president's remarks, saying he risks eroding the dignity of the highest office in the land.
Chapter 6 is not merely an ornamental chapter of the Constitution, but a guiding light for our leaders on their conduct in their political offices. The presidency is not a personal platform. It is a constitutional trust. Kenyans require political hygiene from the top and across all political actors.
With the next general election on the horizon, the war for words may be more than political theater, potentially shaping the tone and the direction of the campaign to come. David Mudhoka, NTV, Nairobi.